coming up on Double Take Sports Talk with the Watson Brothers, we have your preview for our prospective teams, Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Also, we will have predictions, the headlines from the latest NBA, NFL, MLB rumors, and everything else, and along with our final thoughts. So hopefully you have your coffee ready. Double Take Sports Talk coming up next in just one moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Double Take Sports Talk. Welcome to our podcast with me, Darren. Darren Watts on the opposite side. Say hello, Darren Watts today.
All right, my man, Darren Watts. What's going on?
Not much.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Very well. All right, so today, of course, MLB action, like always. Our prospective teams, Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Cardinals. Darren, you ready to rock this one?
Let's do this, man. I'm ready.
All right, let's roll.
All right.
All right, our previews for the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals facing off against their prospective teams. Let's start with the Chicago Cubs. Darryl, it's on you.
All right, here we go. The Arizona Diamondbacks against the Chicago Cubs. That is an 8:05 pitch-off, of course, Eastern. It's going to be at Wrigley Field. The starting probable projected pitchers is going to be Zach Godley. And for the Cubs, it's going to be Jake Arrieta. Zach Godley is 4-4 on the year with a 3.06 ERA with 91 strikeouts. His last start against your Cardinals, Darren. He had 7 shutout innings. Of course.
They're going to really need Jake Arrieta today, and the Cubs are going to need to really bring their A game against this gentleman today, Zach Godley.
Here's the thing about Jake Arrieta. He's 10-7 on the year. He has a 4.03 ERA with 116 strikeouts. In his past 5 starts, he is 3-1 with a 2.25 ERA, and including a strong outing against the White Sox when he gave up 2 hits in 6 2/3 innings. And, of course, he was praised by his fastballs. So that's going to be a pretty good game with the 2 pitching aspects of Arrieta and Godley. So that's going to be very interesting. To press a little bit more on Godley, his curveball has induced 74 swings and misses out of the strike zone this season, a total that ranks 3rd in the majors behind only Astros' Lance McCullers Jr. and Indians' Corey Kluber. Jake Arrieta has made, of course, 5 career starts against the Diamondbacks, and is 2-2 with a 3.31 ERA. And in those games, he has struck out 40 and walked 6. And a little bit on just one thing to note on the DL side. D-backs third baseman Jake Lamb, he is expected to be back in the lineup after getting Tuesday off. All right, that's all I got for the Diamondbacks and the Cubs. Darren?
All right, so there's the Cubs and the Diamondbacks preview. Here's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers preview. Cardinals and Brewers, the 52-54 St. Louis Cardinals going up against the 56-52 Milwaukee Brewers at Miller Park. First pitch, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time. The starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals is Luke Weaver in place of Adam Wainwright, who is still on the DL list for God knows how long. Luke Weaver, 0-1. They have not won any games yet since he taken over Adam Wainwright's position. Got a 4.50 ERA and 7 strikeouts. Going up against Brent Shelter, the starting probable pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers. He's 2-1, got a 2.40 ERA and 37 strikeouts. What to look for in this game? For the St. Louis Cardinals, they need to pay attention to their scouting report if they are going to be able to win this game. Domingo Santana's RBI single in the first inning of yesterday's game snapped a 0-33 drought with runners in scoring position. That is the longest in club history. Santana, a week before, delivered an RBI single with runners in scoring position in the 8th inning in their win against the Nationals a week ago. So that's something to look for the St. Louis Cardinals. If they want to win this game, they cannot have Santana in the batter's box with runners in scoring position. So that's
ain't got to worry about it. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's a drought.
Well, it's a drought, but it's already been broken. So
look, he's going to continue that drought tonight. That yesterday was just a good game. Tonight,
I'm actually believing that it will happen again because St. Louis have not been themselves anyway. So I believe that it would happen. I believe that if they get at least one of their batters in scoring position before Santana comes to the box, then I believe that they will be able to still win this game because they ain't going to be able to win tonight. That's my preview and my answer already. Luke Weaver is 0-1 in 2 starts against the Brewers last season, allowing 4 earned runs in 12 innings and 18 strikeouts. That is what you need to know for the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers game tonight. Pitch off 8:10. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups for the prospective Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Cardinals. The St. Louis Cardinals.
Sorry.
That's my mistake. The Chicago Cubs, Arizona Diamondbacks, and the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's take a look at those starting lineups. All right, our predictions. You pretty much got mine on one side of it, but let's start with the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks at Wrigley Field. Darren, who do you have in this game?
In this game, I got the Cubs. Point blank period. I'm sorry. I mean, don't get me wrong. Arizona has proven that they have the ability to actually bring the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't scared to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So even though that the Cubs bullpen has struggled, but they have picked up the pace is well enough to dominate against the batters of the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, yeah, I got the Cubs.
I got the Diamondbacks. It's going to be a very low-scoring game, but I'm going with the Diamondbacks. I believe that they could beat Chicago at least one game, and I think this is going to be – wait, did they win last night?
Yes, they did. They blew them out 16-4.
Ooh, the Cubs did?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going with Arizona game 2 anyway. I believe that this is a lesson for Arizona. I got Arizona in tonight's game. Low-scoring game because you got 2 good starting pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
Low-scoring game.
Okay.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Swell.
Right? That's the – oh, wait. Who do you have for the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers? You already know mine.
I'm going to be perfectly blank when I say this. The Cardinals. I got the Cardinals.
Spare me.
No, spare yourself because, number one, the Cardinals, regardless to how bad the Cardinals are, they tend to make a series out of nothing, against contenders. They do it all the time. Now, they may not win the games and the performance may not be well, but at the end of it, they always come together and they will always scrape up something. Rather if they're down by a couple of runs, maybe 4 runs, maybe 5 runs, they always make it something tough, for an opposing team. And I believe that this time out, and I think that the Cardinals could take game 2 tonight. I really think they can.
You done?
Yes.
Congratulations. I got the Milwaukee Brewers in the blowout.
Good for you.
Luke Weaver cannot throw a ball. I got the Milwaukee Brewers tonight's game. They are not the Chicago Cubs, reigning champions. Under no circumstances can they not handle Milwaukee Brewers. They cannot come together against a team that knows how to pitch. I got the Milwaukee Brewers in this game tonight.
Okay. All right. So if you put it in that case, here's what I think. Get rid of Mike Matheny.
Here's my opinion about that. Don't get rid of Mike Matheny, but Matheny need to make his own team.
No.
He cannot do it under La Russa's voice. No, he needs his own team in order for him to do what he needs to do in order to win these games.
They barely got the boys now anymore, man. He just built his own team.
He's still building. He's not done building yet. That's going to take some time. That's going to take some time.
Yeah, that's what's hurting St. Louis. That's what's hurting St. Louis.
No, because now you're playing with fire, trying to get rid of everybody all in one time. Let Matheny do a little bit more, a couple more years, and let's see what happens from there. If anything, they need a stronger bullpen. Adam Wainwright's injured. Now you got somebody that come from AAA to take over his spot. This is not good. So let's try to see if he can try to build his team first.
Man, under Matheny, they've already downgraded. In the wins perspective, they've downgraded. They have went from 100 wins down to probably 70-something.
Yeah, I noticed that. And I'm not giving up on Matheny just yet. I think it's still just a little bit too early.
And it's time for him to go.
Not yet. I give him about another a year or two before that comes out to be. You're not gonna make my decision off of that. If they continue to downgrade afterwards, then yeah, it's time to get rid of them. But right now, it's still too early. Just a little too early. That's your previews. Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Cardinals.
I spaced big time.
So I see.
I spaced.
Yep. Headlines. Darren, from the MLB, NBA, and NFL side is all yours, Phil.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's your sports headlines from the NBA, NFL, and MLB for August 2nd, 2017. For the NBA, Carmelo Anthony only interested in trade in Houston. Yeah, and this point, player, I think it's time for you to get another whole change in scenery, especially with your personal problems. I think you just need to just stop, drop, and roll your way into Houston because right now you ain't helping causes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me skip that one. I'm just going to save that one for last. Moving on. Warriors Ian Clark agrees to a 1-year deal with the New Orleans Pelicans. Hakeem Olajuwon is interested in Rockets ownership stake.
Very interesting.
Yes, very, very interesting.
I mean, didn't he play his entire career with Houston?
Not entirely.
He didn't?
Probably about 95% of his career.
Okay, so where did he start?
He started with Houston, but I think he finished in Toronto. I think
you're right. Yep, you're right. So that's still majority of his.
That's about 95% of his career, majority of. So he spent about probably a year or two in Toronto. Yeah. That's interesting. Still, regardless of the fact that you're interested in Rockets ownership. So pretty big. Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to be MVP this year, and I think he can do it.
Oh shoot, yeah,
he can do it.
Yeah.
If you were forward playing like a point guard, and you can do your thing in the forward position as the point guard,
Absolutely.
you deserve MVP.
Go for it, Bill. Go for
it.
Yep. Do not let that stop you. Do not let the media stop you either.
I agree.
That's going to do it.
I agree, Darren.
You go for it.
I agree, Darren. They will hurt you.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let that hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Here is my favorite one. This is the one I was laughing at yesterday. Michael Jordan got a message for LeVar Ball. I could beat him one-legged.
That's right. I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
Let's analyze this real quick. A man that has averaged over 30 points per game in his career versus somewhere in between 1.5 to 2 points per game.
Yep.
And then you go and you talk about you can actually beat Jordan one-armed in response. You're garbage. You're going to need both of your arms to defend Jordan.
He gonna need
to score.
Hey, excuse me. He going to need to be an octopus in order to beat He going to need many arms. He ain't going to need just 2 of his arms. He going to need all of them to beat Jordan. And he probably won't be able to beat him with all his arms.
Look, I'm just
as an octopus. Just saying.
He going to need octopus. He going to need the Super Mario Brothers. He going to need them all to beat Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
He going to need Yoshi to take the ball with his tongue for every time he shoots.
Yep.
And just
he's going to have to almost pretty much cheat in order to beat him.
Yeah. He's going to have to cheat to beat Jordan. And it's just stupid. And you got 6 MVPs, not 6 MVPs, 6 championships, 6 NBA Finals MVPs. I mean, the list is endless. All you got is 2.2 points per game. Cut it out. You sound stupid. You sound ignorant. Get past yourself. Yeah. We've been out of high school for over 10 years. That's probably the last time we hooped. We can beat him.
You're talking pretty big, aren't you?
Yeah, he's garbage.
Hey, man.
He's garbage.
I know.
I don't care how tall he is. You see Isaiah Thomas driving into the rim against guys that's 7 foot or higher.
I know. Just remember, we used to talk big like that against 2 in particular people. Didn't work out too well for us.
We proved our mark. They ended up having to praise us at the end of it, okay? Am I lying?
Yeah.
They had to praise us.
Yeah.
We played, what, a 7-game series? Is that what you're talking about?
Not that one.
Oh, okay.
Not that one. No. A whole nother one. Against what we call 2 of our greatest legends.
Okay.
Now you see what I'm getting at here?
That you got a point.
You see what I'm getting at here now?
Look, I'm just going to be honest with you. All 4 of us combined is better than LeVar Ball.
Yes, very. Now that I'm not even going to argue with you on. I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
I mean, I'm just being honest about it. But I had to say that one for last for the NBA headlines. Mm-hmm. I thought that was very interesting. I think it needs to happen, but George's knees are too bad.
Mm-hmm.
George's knees are too bad. He can do it if he wants.
That's all right. He just do what he did in Charlotte. Iced him, the son of a guns, afterwards.
Woo! Hooping on him, and then you had to ice him? Yeah. I agree there. I agree. Excuse me. Sorry about that. All right. Those are your headlines for the NBA. On to the NFL headlines. Darren, we touched up on this earlier before we got on. Brandon Williams has said it'd be cool to see Colin Kaepernick with the Ravens. Kind of like touching up on the Colin Kaepernick ordeal. Just
but Joe Flacco don't want to see Colin.
No, he don't. No, he don't. And at this point, and to be honest, I don't blame him.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
And it's just like you said, his focus is not on football.
No, it's not.
I said it last year. His focus is not on football.
It's not on football. You see that 2-14 record? That didn't come from the lack of play. It just came from Colin Kaepernick not being interested in football at the time. I mean, you could look at it, anybody can look at it however they want, but the facts lie in front of you. Mm-hmm. Not only did his stats stinks, but it's the fact that he's not focused on football, which is the reason why he was not able to get anywhere. Blaine Gabbert didn't help the situation either, but still.
But at least he was more focused.
Yeah, he was more focused. You know, he just couldn't figure out defenses, you know, but Colin Kaepernick, on the other hand, let's put him in the lineup. Let's see if we do any better. No. got worse. Gotta go.
Well,
How about they allow all that?
Well, he is a free agent, so.
Who?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, I know.
Well, you said gotta go. Dude, he's a free agent.
I know. Yeah, gotta go. Go ahead, retire. Hang up your cleats. Go join the activists.
Okay. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Okay, moving on from that. Some pretty bad news coming out of Miami. Dolphins running back Jay Ajayi is dealing with a concussion.
Ugh. Not
good for a upcoming running back.
That and coming close to the NFL season.
Yeah. Preseason's just around the corner. So
starting tomorrow.
Yep, starting tomorrow.
Hall of Fame football game. I forgot who it was.
I forgot who it was too. Okay.
I don't remember.
My concern now, so I'm just like, okay.
It's mine. I'll find out in a second. Uh-oh. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, no, here we go. I can find out in just 1 second. It is Horizon.
Oh, I was going to say, huh? I'm like, wait a minute. Where do we come from with Horizon?
No. Mm-mm. It would be the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys, 8 o'clock. That is the Hall of Fame game.
And that's tomorrow, right?
Yes. 8-3.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Wow. So those two teams got 5 games this year for this preseason.
Yep. They got 5 preseason games.
Extra practice for them.
You ain't lying. More time to prep.
Yep, more time to prep, more time to evaluate players. Very well for me.
Absolutely.
Okay. This was also another one I wanted to say for the last. Indianapolis Colts coach Chuck Pagano wants to change the Colts soft label. No, you don't. Don't do that.
Let's be real. Do you really want to do that? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to change the soft symbol? What are you proving by doing that?
Well, let's be real here. We all know you're soft. Leave it as it is. Just leave it as it is. You're soft.
You want to tell us?
If you're going to actually lead a team, one of the things you're going to have to do is be honest. And let's be honest here. You're soft. Your team is soft. You got a couple of strong points. That's your offense, upgrades in management, and the upgrades on defense.
I hate to break this to you, but that offense is not a strong point for Chuck Pagano. That's why Andrew can go injury list.
What I mean is that as a receiving threat. Now, if the Colts actually did not have an offensive line or quarterback,
which they don't,
receivers, the only reason why they don't have a quarterback is because of the offensive line. But
that's what I'm talking about. Just the offensive line, particularly, there is none. There is none,
but they still got strong points, is what I'm saying. They still got strong points. When Andrew Luck is protected and he could get the football off, he could become a dangerous guy.
Mm-hmm.
But when the offensive line is not protecting, then yeah, that's a whole other ballgame. But that's still a strong point. But that's only when the offensive line can actually stick their guns together and actually play some in football.
But so right now, they're not a strong point. They're not a strong point because your receivers are nothing without that quarterback, and they're also nothing without that offensive line. So there is no strong point to that offensive line.
They have proven something, especially in these unpredictable games. Look at last season. Look at these games that we predicted that we didn't expect them to win. Going into Green Bay, they won that game. The offensive line was still not good, but they still found a way to win the game. That's what I'm saying. That shows they still got a strong point.
I would love for it to be consistent in order for me to sit there and say, oh, they got a strong point.
And you're right. I'll put it like that. You're right. You're absolutely right. It has to be consistent. But in the case of, Minnesota, Green Bay, and all the other, I think there was another NFC team that they won against. I forgot who it was. But, let's just leave it the way it is. Y'all soft. We just have to be honest about it. It's soft.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no need of changing that. I'm sorry. I know people's going to be like, yeah, you crazy, dude. No, I'm not. I'm not crazy. Until they can prove something for this season, I have something for you. I'll change it for them. I'll put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that will do. All right, let me NFL headlines. On to the MLB. John Lester hit his first career homer and also racked up 2,000 strikeouts in the same game. In that blowout 6-4 win against the Diamondbacks. Congratulations to John Lester. And also, your man, Darren, Albert Pujols, he is finally catching fire.
About time.
Yeah. Putting it into a 0-for-24 slump. He smacked 2 homers and 3 hits last night in the 7-1 win against the
About freaking time.
I forgot who it was.
I have no idea. I just got to say it's about freaking time.
Again, no kidding. I think it was against the Phillies.
I'm looking.
If I want to be right. No, I think it was against the Phillies.
I'm going to look to make sure, though.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
The Phillies.
Yeah. And let's see if this streak continues. They play tonight also in Los Angeles. That's going to be a 10-0-7 pitch off.
Second game.
Okay. And that's all I have for the MLB headlines. So them are your Sports World headlines from MLB, NFL, and NBA from August 2nd, 2017. All right, final thoughts. Darren, you got anything for us?
You seen that video I showed you yesterday based off the Undisputed with the whole Isaiah Thomas thing?
Yeah, I've seen that. I tell you what, Darren. I know you're going to say something. Sorry.
No, I was just about to go to ask you for your viewpoint because I don't like Isaiah Thomas's viewpoint because I just find it dramatically far-fetched from what he's saying. I see what he's saying, but it's far-fetched because it's just not relevant when you don't work as hard. It's just me.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing with that. I have said this.
Well, first to set it up.
Okay.
Isaiah Thomas said that on Undisputed that, excuse me, LeBron James is the Einstein of the NBA and that he would pick LeBron James over Michael Jordan any time of the day, only because he didn't come from any Hall of Fame coach. He didn't come from, one of those popular universities and stuff like that. He prefers that he would have LeBron James over Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, they all came from Hall of Fame coaches, and LeBron James didn't. He can go into a team, pick them apart, and be done with it. He said he wants to pick LeBron over Michael. And I wanted to get your thoughts because to me, it's a bunch of crock of bull.
And it is, and I disagree.
LeBron James any time of the day. And I believe that is irrelevant to the reason why I would pick Jordan over LeBron.
Here's my thing with that. I disagree with Isaiah Thomas for a couple of reasons. I would pick Jordan for one. And here's the reason why I disagree with Isaiah Thomas when he talks about the LeBron James as the Einstein of basketball. If Einstein was to actually be a genius in basketball, you would be Jordan. Jordan, 2 consecutive three-peats. That's your Einstein, okay? 6 total NBA championships. LeBron James, 7 consecutive NBA Finals appearances. How many did you win? 2.
You cannot beat the West.
You cannot.
Jordan did.
Exactly. You want to stay to the East because you know that is your easiest to pick apart. Now, back to my Einstein point. That's when you know a genius like Jordan. I don't care if he had legendary coaches behind him. That's what makes you better, regardless to the fact. You could go to the NBA Finals 7 freaking times and you could only win 2. Jordan still had a lot to learn from Hall of Fame coaches. But he had to learn on his own. He had to learn from his own.
Yeah, that you can't coach. You can't coach discipline and practice and stuff like that. Some things just can't be coached. And one of those things that cannot be coached is, being able to go out there and practice when you need to and stuff like that. You can't coach that.
No.
So LeBron James had to be able to coach himself.
Right.
He has to be able to. Jordan did that. Shaquille O'Neal won a championship with the West and the East. Miami Heat for the East and the Los Angeles Lakers for the West.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, won 3 of them in the West and won 1 in the East.
Exactly.
So it's about how you be able to go out there and do things that a coach cannot teach you. Some of the things that just can't be coached. So you just got to know your standpoints. And to me, LeBron James, he more worried about rest to make sure that he could be able to get into the playoffs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and yada, yada, yada.
And, Jordan played all 82 of his games and the playoffs.
Yes, and that just tells me that Jordan is the Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Iron Man. LeBron James, I don't look at him as the Iron Man that a lot of people believe that he is. He is not the Iron Man.
No, I agree, Darren. I totally agree with that. You have the necessity to actually believe that LeBron James has the Einstein. That's what's getting me. Einstein. The Einstein of basketball. Look, I'm just going to be honest with you. When you're looking at when analysis are analyzing stats from NBA players, to me, that's just an evaluation. What's your weakness and what's your strengths? And what you're able to do against opposing teams. The whole point of it is all about your will and your thrill to win. Mm-hmm. You can have LeBron James, not even that. I'm just going to pull an example out of my behind. Derek Fisher, just off the example.
Kobe Bryant was a good one too.
Okay, that's even a better one. Kobe Bryant. He could average 15 points a game against a West opponent team. Any West opponent team. He could average 15 points against any West team. And then he could go into a game and fire off 52. Next game against the West, 56, 60. Now you done notched your points per game average to maybe about 29 or 30. It's just the thrill and your determination to win.
And see, Kobe Bryant did not come from a Hall of Fame coach.
No.
He didn't even start out with a Hall of Fame coach.
No, he did not.
He eventually rattled in and learned how to do it. He learned and won 5. It's just about being able to communicate with your teammates and being able to work as a team player to win. And to me, it's just I would pick Jordan over LeBron James any freaking time of the day.
So will I. And I just found that. Jose. You see what I did? I'm gonna say,
yeah.
Hey, I just want something to drink on this.
I'm hungry. Let's go eat.
I'm hungry. Let's go eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not feeling that one. I was not feeling that one, and I won't.
One neither. I was not feeling that one.
That would not leave good to me in any aspect of a circumstance of a good player like Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with him. I think he had too much to drink. He already looked pretty bad. So he had something to drink.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like he had too much to drink going into that. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That. Okay. Nothing else? We can go ahead and end this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can end this. And do remind yourself when I'm actually saying this, I am saying this in Einstein perception. Granted, I am not the best in the world, but I'm saying this through an Einstein perception. I can read everything that people are thinking. So just remember that. Just remember that when I'm actually doing this. So keep that in mind. I'm sorry, dumb people just really rattles me up.
Oh yeah.
They really rattled me up, and that was one of them. That just really
that really blew it out the water for me. I don't even know what to do at that point. I'm just like, I'm done with it. I'm over it.
I can't believe it. I'm too through with that. I'm too through with that.
Yeah.
So I can average maybe. Never mind. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
All right. That is another.
Here, pick LeVar Ball over anybody. You choose some.
That right there is a low blow. That's a low blow. LeVar Ball.
Here, pick LeVar Ball over Jordan. You know this.
And you know this.
That would really declare he had too much to drink.
Yeah. I love this. This is too incredible.
Yeah.
You nailed it on the coffin. Man, yes. LeVar Ball over Michael Jordan. That's Isaiah Thomas's pick. Oh, man.
Just a thought. He didn't say that, but it was just a thought.
No, he didn't. You're right. He didn't say that.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
We're just rattling people's brains right now. Like I said, we're Einstein. So you remember, we're Einstein.
Fine.
Of course, we're always going to be wrong, but that'll make us geniuses.
Yeah.
All right. That is another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. How you feel about today's show, just comment on this comment section below. As usual, we are here. And, of course, you can hit us up on our social media sites of Facebook and Twitter. We even have Instagram. Hit us up there, too. But until then, I'm Darren. Darren's on the opposite side.
I forgot we had Instagram just that quick. Wow. Wow. I forgot. I did.
Really? Wow. Let me repeat that. But until then, I'm Darren. Darren's on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I will say this, though, too. I would pick LeVar Ball
over Kobe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to know why? Because LeVar Ball is Einstein.
He is Einstein.
He is 2 points per game. He is a genius.
Yeah.
Get the hell out. All right, catch us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao. Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Darren Watts. As many of you know, me and Darren enjoy talking sports and giving out stats, but we also enjoy entertaining while doing it. So with that being said, you can check us out on the social media side and get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414, or you like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're also on YouTube. Like, share, do what you got to do with that. Once again, we don't mind. Also, we are finally back on the podcast app for audio-only purposes for those who enjoy audio-only of our podcast. We're also on the blog, feature critical thinking of analysis, and you can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com. Thanks again.